Hi, I'm Manasmita. Welcome back to Sci-Edify. Earlier we discussed about different types of materials around us. Now let's move on to the properties of materials. Each material has its own physical properties. The physical property of material is something about the material that can be observed or measured. We can compare materials using their physical properties. Some physical properties of materials are strength, flexibility, the ability to float or sink in water, waterproof, and transparency. Strength. The strength of material is its ability to be pulled, pushed, or dropped without tearing or breaking. The strong material doesn't break or tear easily, but weak material breaks or tears easily. Metal is stronger than cotton, plastic is stronger than paper, ceramic and glass are fragile, but rubber is not. Next material is transparency. The transparency of material refers to how much light can pass through it. Different materials allow different amounts of light to pass. Some materials allow most light to pass through them. These materials are transparent. Glass and plastics are transparent. You can clearly see objects placed behind transparent materials. Some materials allow only some light to pass through them. These materials are translucent. Frosted glass and some plastics are translucent. You cannot clearly see the objects placed behind translucent materials. And some materials do not allow any light to pass through them. These materials are opaque. Rubber, wood, and metal are opaque materials. You cannot see objects placed behind opaque materials. Then, ability to float or sink in water. Some objects float on water, other objects sink in water. The material of an object affects whether it floats on or sink in water. Here in this picture, a cork will float on water, but an iron ball will sink in water. Most metals sink in water and some types of wood float on water. But you know the interesting thing? The objects that are made of the same materials may float on or sink in water. A small metal coin sinks in water. However, a large ship made of metal floats. This is because the ship has a lot of air inside, which helps it afloat. Next is waterproof. Some materials absorb water and allow it to pass through them, while other materials do not absorb water and do not allow it to pass through them, called waterproof materials. Metal, rubber, glass, and plastic are waterproof. Wood and fabric are not waterproof. Lastly, flexibility. The flexibility of a material is ability to bend without breaking. Different materials have different abilities to bend without breaking. Some can bend more easily than others. Here rubber is the most flexible material than plastic and metal, but some materials such as ceramic and glass that break easily when bent are called rigid. So knowing the properties of different materials, we can understand why different materials are selected for different uses. In my next video, I will come up with the lesson for selecting the right materials to make different objects. So meanwhile, stay tuned to Sci-Edify. Bye bye.